Hello Darts Nutz and welcome to Darts Review channel. Just before Christmas I mentioned I was going to start a series on vintage darts. I was hoping to do it just after Christmas, but things got a bit busy so I never got round to it. So anyway, this is the first episode in that series and I'm going to do it on the detach-o-point darts. Now the reason why I'm doing it on these is because I mentioned them when I did the Target Swiss Point review. And like I said, the idea was nothing new. It's been done before, but it's been done in various guises. But this one is one that probably matches the Target idea the closest because it comes with a little tool and the points screw in. There's been other systems, but I'll show you the other darts that I have in other episodes. I think I have another set of these somewhere. Anyway, I've got a chrome set and a brass set. I'm probably not going to throw them, but we'll see, because they're a little bit fragile. And I'm not sure exactly when these came out. I think it was around maybe the 50s or 60s. But there was many systems like this. We have some that are even older. That one says number 4 and that one says number 3, so I have no idea how many there were in the range because the company that's made them no longer exists. And it's often very hard to find info about vintage darts because up until around about 1970 something, there wasn't really much information in magazines or books or anything. And there's only people like Unicorn that have a lot of info on their sites. All the other companies that disappeared, a lot of that information is lost. But one particular website that you can go on is Patrick Chaplin's site. And Patrick Chaplin, as far as I'm aware, he's the only guy that has a degree in darts. I think he's done his degree in darts social history. So he's called Dr. Darts, and that's what his website is called. So I'll put up a link to that. And it's well worth checking out if you've got any interest at all in vintage darts or players from the past. Anything to do with darts in the past, it's a great website to visit for that. Lots of interesting things on the site. And he also does a monthly newsletter, so it's well worth signing up for that because again, there's ongoing things that he's researching and you find out new information, and he's in contact with lots of people around the world, so he's always getting information. So it's a really good resource for vintage darts. And also if you want to see the darts that I have in my collection, make sure you subscribe to the channel because I'm going to be showing you quite a lot of vintage darts, and when you see some of the ones that I have, you'll be quite surprised how innovative the ideas were in the past. So anyway, let's check these out. So these are the detach-o-point, and according to that it says LL products, whoever they are, I don't really know. But on the side it says number 4, and like I said before, that says number 3, so I guess there was a 1 and a 2, but whether there was any more than 4 I can't really say. But I'm sure I've got another set somewhere, so I'll have to see if that set is different. So basically that's it. It's just a point that screws into the barrel as it does with the Swiss point, and these are very old, as you can see, been eaten by whatever, and these ones have come with what I think is probably not the original stems and flights because it looks like somebody's put paper in. I think they must have all came with these wooden ones originally. They used wood quite a lot in the old days for the stems. They had ones that were just made out of rattan canes and you put paper flights in the end. But these are the little spare points that you get. It says specially hardened and tempered, and inside so your spare set of points, and you get your little spanner for undoing the points and tightening them up. Let's see. Probably could have done that with my fingers, it felt so easy. And that's basically it. And you just put your other point in. So it was an easy way to change points, but like I said, there's been other darts with similar ideas, but you probably still have the same problem as if it breaks there. You still got to get someone to drill the point out, or in them days, whether they did, they might not have bothered, they might have just got another set of darts. So another idea that's been out in the past, but obviously as technology has improved, also the ideas have been improved, even though they're the same in principle. I'll show you a close-up of these then. So here you go, the vintage detach-o-point chrome, and as you can see, it's got a little grooved section there, so the little spanner just goes over there. I have to do it this way because there we are. So it's probably been worn a bit over the years. I'll see if I can tighten it up as tight as I can without damaging it. Don't think I want to do any tighter than that. No, I can't do it undone by my fingers. Just can't get a proper grip on it. But that's it. I'll give them a quick throw. I don't really want to damage them, but I'll give them a throw and we'll just see how they fly. Right, I will have a quick throw with the darts, but just to let you know, I found the third set, and this one is the same as the chrome number 3, but this is the brass version. But there you go, it comes with the wooden shafts and the feather flights, so I think that's what the original stems and flights are. It looks like the little tool is missing out of this one though, but never mind. So I'll give the chrome ones a throw. Right, so I'm just going to try these, and I have weighed them. They're 19 grams. Although it's quite a chunky barrel, it's actually very light. The reason I'm going to try these ones is because I have spare sets of these plastic and feather flights, so I can replace them if I damage them, but I don't have any. Well, I do have more of the wooden ones, but not many. So here we go. It kind of went like that through the air. It was almost snaking through the air. But it fly quite nice actually. The thing with feather flights is, I'll show you in a second. They have been very popular over the years, but obviously not so much these days because you've got poly flights. But I'll just show you on this camera. If you do that to the flight and it goes all gappy like that, you just do that and it puts it back into place. So that's one nice thing with feather flights. The other thing is, when the flights do get like a bend in them, or kind of get a bit more gappy and they don't go immediately back, you can steam them with steam from a kettle or whatever, and that kind of helps them go back into shape. But it's not a permanent fix, it's not going to last forever, so it's not something that you can keep on doing and expecting the flights to be everlasting, because they won't be. Eventually they will get to the point where they're no good. And I think in the past that basically became the problem. They became expensive. It was harder to get the turkey feather flights because the thing, it comes from the leading wing of the turkey, and obviously it became an expensive product, so that's why they came out with the polyflights. And polyflights have just basically made it a cheap consumable, so it's very easy to replace them. I don't really throw with many of my vintage sets, mainly because a lot of them are quite fragile. So, but I do have one particular set that I like to throw with quite often. Well, there you go, there's my collection again. Where is it? Oh, it's not in there. It's over here. And I do throw with these quite often because they're similar to the John Law style and they actually fly really nice. I've actually hit 2 180s with them. I think that's the only vintage set I've done it with. But I have played with them for longer than the others. But like I said, if you check Patrick Chaplin's site, if you got any interest in this, it's well worth signing up for his newsletter. And I will be doing a lot more videos on vintage darts. Actually got one lined up, but it's not actually about darts, it's about another product. And that'd be quite interesting. So if you're interested in this sort of thing, then make sure you subscribe to the channel and look out for them videos. I don't know when I'll be doing them because I've got so many reviews to get through that the vintage stuff is something I wanted to do for years, but I just never got around to it, and I'm still in the process of sorting out all my collection. So when I sort all that out, I'll do a video on that as well. But there you go, that's the detach-o-point darts. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Happy darting.